Hey everyone. So right now we are going to be looking at your theme outline, and I'm just going to go through this with you guys and kind of show you what I expect in each section. You can choose to do this over Most Dangerous Game, or you can choose to do it on To Build a Fire. It's really whichever one you want to do. I formatted the outline with the Most Dangerous Game since that's the first one we did, but you are more than welcome to go through and just switch this over to Build a Fire. So whichever one's easiest for you guys is totally fine with me. So we are going to be constructing an outline as if you were to write a paper. At this point in time, we're not writing this paper, but we may in the future towards the end of our unit, depending on how things go. But we are just looking at the outline or the brainstorming process if you were to write a paper about the theme of one of these stories, okay? And this is just so that you can show me what you have learned about theme and what you were able to pull out of these stories in regards to theme. So the first thing you're going to do is work on your thesis statement. Your thesis statement will always go at the beginning of your paper. It's going to be the last sentence of your introduction paragraph, and we will get into that more when we begin the writing process. But all we want to do right now is just the thesis statement. So you don't need an intro. You don't need any other of that fancy stuff, just your thesis statement. So before going on, you want to make sure that you watch the thematic statement breakdown video that I posted in this module. So if you have not done that yet, please pause, go back, watch that video, and then come back to this one. If you have already watched the thematic statement video and you've been able to construct one already, you can continue on with your outline. So your thematic statement that you wrote with the breakdown video is going to be placed right here, okay? So that's going to be your full statement with your 2 to 3 theme topics as well as an action word in there and an absolute. So this is based off what you did in the last video. Once you have done that, you're going to look back at what I mentioned in the video as well. If your evidence for these theme statements needed to be connected to a device or a method, so literary devices, and that's what goes here. So you can save this until after you finish the body of your outline, but what's going to go in these spaces is literary device 1, literary device 2, and literary device 3. You always want to have at least 3 strong pieces of evidence in any of your writing that you do in this class. That's just going to show me that you went above and beyond in searching for your evidence. So these 3 blanks here, Richard Connell uses personification, metaphor, and allusions. He uses diction. He uses conflict. He uses characterization. He uses foreshadowing. Whatever your 3 pieces of evidence match up to, that's what's going right here, okay? So you're not putting quotes in your thesis statement. You're not putting examples from the story yet. You're just putting one word, personification, imagery, characterization. Whichever ones you pick, that's what's going in these blanks. After you do that, you're going to pick one of these words that you feel match up the best, and this word is going to be the action word that connects your literary devices to your theme statement. So, to portray that good always wins over evil, to show good always wins over evil, to reveal good wins over evil. Whichever one, you're just picking one of these, so you'll delete the rest. You can also come up with your own if you would like. And then right here, like I said, this is going to be replaced with your theme statement. Easy peasy, that is the formula you will always use, when developing a thesis statement, and it's always going to wrap back into your theme. So, once you have that down, you're going to begin the outline process. So, you're just going to start matching this up. So, number 1 is going to be literary device 1. So, whatever you put in this blank is what's going to go here. So, maybe you put personification as your example. That's what we're going to put there, okay? Context, Context, guys, is background info. So I know you love to summarize. This is your one and only chance to summarize. So we're thinking 1 or 2 sentences. In this situation, it doesn't need to be full sentences because we're just doing an outline. But when we get into paragraph formatting, that's what you will move into. So your context is your background or your summary. And we're talking a short summary. Like I said, 1 or maybe 2 sentences that is critical to understand what this quote is about, okay? So you're just telling us what's going on in the scene leading up to this quote. Good deal? Not a summary of the whole story, just leading up to this quote. Once you do that, you're going to give your quote or textual evidence. This is in quotation marks directly from the text. So this should be easy for you guys. You can copy and paste straight from Common Lit. Like I said, Most Dangerous Game or To Build a Fire, whichever one you choose, you're just copying and pasting directly from the text. And then the most important part, so this should be the meat of your body paragraphs, 2 to 3 sentences. If you guys want to do bullet points in here or whatever, something like that, that's fine. You don't have to do full sentences at this point in time. Your connection to your thesis is going to be you explain to me why this quote proves your theme, okay? If your theme is good triumphs evil, I would prefer if you guys didn't use that one because that's what I did in my example video. Doesn't require a whole lot of thought, but you're telling me why this quote proves good triumphs evil or whatever theme you have developed. I would prefer if you guys could be as unique as possible in doing so. So this is your big WHY, all right? No summarizing should be occurring in this last part of your body paragraph. If you reread it and you realize all you're doing is summarizing, delete those sentences, please, and make sure that you're doing an analysis. So this is when you get into your analysis portion, which you probably have already done within your annotation. So if you think about the things you can argue about with your classmates, the things that you have to defend, that's what you want to put here, okay? You're defending your opinion about why this proves this, all right? And then you're going to keep going, do the same thing for 2 and 3. Whatever's in Larry Device 2 goes here. Whatever you have in 3 goes here. And then summary, evidence, connection to your thesis statement, aka your thematic statement. So that should at least get you guys started. We're going to work on this for a couple of days. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask. Group A will be in here with me. This might extend on to Thursday. We're going to wait and see how it plays out. If so, Group B will also be able to check in with me. But Group A is going to be in person. Unfortunately, Group B, you'll be at home. So please, please, please use your classmates. Talk to each other on Canvas. Talk to each other through Remind, whatever you need to do. Ask for help. This is going to be a formative assessment in the grade book for theme and telling me how you can create a theme and also how you can prove that theme. All right. So like I said, make sure you also watch the thematic statement video before beginning this one and follow all of your directions. When you guys open this in Canvas, the first thing you want to make sure you're doing is going to File and making a copy. Same thing we've been doing. Stick your initials in there and just leave it as theme outline so that you can find it. You might also want to go ahead and stick it in your English 1 folder if you ended up creating folders. If not, that's okay, but initials and then theme outline, and you're going to click OK. And then you should have your own copy that you can submit once you are done. Like I said, let me know if you guys need help, guys. But you guys are doing awesome so far. I think you're going to be able to handle this. So good luck.